Hello everyone, this is Dr. Maha Karpik and you are watching Versatile Maha. So today is 15th of March 2020. So what's so special about it? 15th March 2020 is the day when we are starting with International Adolescent Health Week. So International Adolescent Health Week is celebrated every year on the third week of March, and this year it's from 15th March to 21st March. So I feel it's a really great day to be celebrated and to, spread the awareness about adolescent health and including adolescent mental health. So the color for Adolescent Health Week is lime green, the color which I'm wearing, and I'm wearing this because this is the only lime green I could find in my wardrobe. So lime green, why lime green? Because lime green is a color which is a color between pastel green, that is baby green, and dark green, which is a more mature color. So likewise, the age group, and apart from that, lime green also symbolizes energy, passion, liveliness, freshness. So that's why it's lime green. And this Adolescent Health Week, I was fortunate enough to interview a great human being, a beautiful personality. And not only is she a great pediatrician, but also she's doing a lot of work in different social activities and a great deal of work on adolescent health, especially on adolescent mental health, because there are very few people who are working on adolescent mental health, especially in our city. So that was that, and let's go towards and let's see how was my interview with her. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Maha Karpik and you are watching Versatile Maha. So it's a different place today and you guys must be wondering as to where I am. I'm here, and I would say let me take a moment and extend my gratitude that I'm here at PGI hospital with the most prestigious doctor we have around, and she is Dr. Piyali Bhattacharya, ma'am, and she's such a dynamic personality. I just I took some time to take in that I've got this opportunity of interviewing Dr. Piyali Bhattacharya, ma'am. She's been president of Indian Academy of Pediatrics 2019, and as for now she's a member of Central Indian Academy of Pediatrics as well. And there are so many gems to her crown. And also I would like to tell you guys that as for now in our city Lucknow, there are a very few people who've been working on adolescent health, and that too adolescent mental health. So because we've been seeing that people are talking about good touch, bad touch, teaching a lot to the students and little children and adolescents, but there are still very few people who are talking about mental health. And among those very few people, we have with us Dr. Piyali Bhattacharya, ma'am, who's working a lot on it. And since Adolescent Health Week is nearby, it's from 15th to 22nd of March. So I'd like to talk to ma'am, and I'd like to introduce you all to ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Please tell us something about yourself first, and then we'll talk about mental health.
Hi, Maha. It was very nice of you to introduce me in this manner. Well, yes, I've been working with Adolescent Health, the Academy of India, that is the subsidiary of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. So this is a subsidiary which works on the adolescent health, be it mental health, be it physical health. So I have been working with them. I was introduced to this branch specifically in 2010 or so by our then president. Okay. And since then it's been absolutely go and go. So there are so many aspects of adolescent health. Yes. It is such a beautiful period. We call it the golden period of the child. So carefree. If you imagine yourself. Yes. So it's such a carefree period. Yes. And no responsibilities, no liabilities. You're so khush all the time, participating in what you want to do. You're with parents, you're with friends. So it's a lovely, lovely time. But we must remember that behind every silver lining, there is also a cloud there. It is vice versa. So today, in this world of global invasion, with Google Baba there all the time, Facebook all the time, WhatsApp all the time, the children today are actually facing an onslaught of information. And our generation as parents is not very equipped to deal with these children.
Definitely.
So it's become now a matter of mental health for the adolescent and parenting for the parents.
Yes, that's a good word.
Right?
Parenting, yeah.
Yeah. The journey has been quite long. We've been all over India. I was one of the 51 ambassadors of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. And since then, I have traveled all over India, meeting students in the schools. We have even done programs like this, the striking a balance with the adolescents in government colleges and schools. You know, the elite schools everybody goes to.
Yes, ma'am.
But the government schools, the slum schools, only people like Dr. Beg or I would go. Not everybody would want to go over there.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is one area where you have a lot of broken homes, you have a lot of abuse, you have a lot of violence, and you need to actually look into the mental health of these children. They cry in their beds, unable to express to anybody. It's a very, very difficult aspect of mental health. There's a lot of sexuality involved, abuse involved, early marriages, early pregnancies. So it's been very, very difficult actually. It doesn't go down your throat of how badly the adolescent can be treated. And in medicine, we call it PTSD.
Okay, yeah.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, if parenting is bad, the child still doesn't hate the parents. The child stops loving himself. He feels there may be something wrong with him. He may not be up to the expectation of his parents. He feels shamed, guilty. We've seen a lot of cases where there have been a lot of aspirations from educated parents. There was one of my friends who said कि मेरे बेटे को अगर वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में फर्स्ट नहीं आया तो मैं I'm on such a high rank. She was one of the DIOS of schools. मेरा कहाँ नाम रह जाएगा? The boy used to come and cry to me कि auntie, my mother says you get 99.9%, 100.1%. But I know how far I can perform. He got 80%. Pretty good for me. But his mother was aghast. 80% number लाया है बस. And then the child tried to run away from home. So he was traumatized. He put in his best effort. I mean, there are times when we fail to appreciate the adolescent. In average families, we rarely find the parents talking to the children. And especially the father. The mother, being a natural caregiver, she hits it off with all her children. But the father needs to make an extra effort. If he doesn't, there is no communication between father and son, father and daughter. ठीक है, उतना ही उतना रहता है कि हाँ पापा पापा बस, that's it. नहीं तो वो शाम को घर आने वाले पापा बन जाते हैं.
I'd like to ask that you visit different schools and government schools and slum areas, so you talk to these kids, but then I'd like to know, is there something you're doing, for the kids that they could confide in, like opening a center or opening an institute, or counselors, allotting some counselors for the kids, so that they could find a place where they could come and talk to the counselors and confide in? Are you planning to do something about that?
There is something called a peer educator. So wherever we go, we try to make a teen club.
Okay.
So those children who are attending, we make them vote for whom they want to be in the teen club. So those children who come into the teen club, maybe 4 or 5 of them, we get them to directly communicate with their teachers.
Okay.
So if any child, class 1 to class 12 has a problem, he goes to his peer counselor first.
Nice.
Or एक डब्बा रख देते हैं बाहर. That's what we've asked the schools to do.
Okay.
So they can just drop in a chit over there. And without naming the fellow, मॉर्निंग असेंबली में that someone has dropped a chit and we would like him to know that we are with you and can you come down and talk to us, and if you wouldn't, if there is an easy solution to it, morning assembly mein you talk about it, or you just tell a short story which would give him answer to the problem without actually naming him, because many of them wouldn't want to come out. So either you go to your peer counselor or you go to your teacher. Now government India says that you should have a counselor in every school, but what they do is, I'm very sad to say, the counselors are used as substitute teachers. Okay. They sit in the same teacher's room that the teachers are in. So the children don't identify them as non-judgmental or unbiased people. उनको लगता है कि these people are going to talk about us to the other teachers and they're going to make fun of us. So they don't want to go to these counselors. This is what one of the students told me in Ranchi, कि मैडम उनसे क्या बात करें, वो तो इमीडिएटली टीचर्स रूम में जाती हैं और वहाँ सबको बताती हैं और सब हम पे हंसते हैं. So we don't want to go and talk to them. So it's best that they have their own peer counselors, and these peer counselors go to the teacher. And most of the schools that I go to personally, I leave my email ID. See, mobile phone to hai, par it would be a lot of disturbance for me also. And I've left my mobile ID in many of the schools and said that if you want to communicate, you're free to communicate on my email ID. So many a times they do also. They do talk to me.
That's really good.